touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That one into the hands of Hill.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Hill. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal.
20 TX.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's 7-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing right away, it's May. He'll air it out down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Open man, Demario Douglas. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. Open man, left side, he's got it. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Patriots 1st down. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to South Florida after this.
Pressure on the defense. Do it again. Stop defense.
The man in motion here is Chark. May to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
May to the air once more. Now he'll air one out, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips that time, in there for the sack. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's over the middle, caught by Tyree. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Tua gonna give this to Wright. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll run with Wright. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Dolphins are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Loose football. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing is Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. 1st down, and oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. And good work there to get the 1st down yardage, and maybe better fortune that they get the ball back, and Greg retained possession.
Nice job by the back there, Mike. He's able to get the 1st down, and I know that's where his mind was, but he can't forget.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Miami. And a special moment as the rookie catches his 1st NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his 1st career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers, and the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble, probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is May. This one downfield looking for Henry. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. On 1st and 10, here's May. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, you're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
He'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will get into the end zone. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, New England. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Pats are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Patriots has it. First and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. As he throws there, it's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
May to throw on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Here's a run. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Patriots move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Tagovailoa, sending it deep for Waddle. That's hard! And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. May now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Throwing on 2nd down. May. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
Patriots 21.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number two kicks off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's May to throw it on first down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, New England. An extra point attempt to follow. He knocks it through. And the Pats have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A carry here for Wright. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They send the tight end in motion. On the ground, this is Wright. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A shotgun handoff to Wright. And he's going to have the first down yard across the 50 to the 48.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Tight end going in motion here. A run now on second down. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. Now Tua. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Tua to Tyreek for the Dolphins first.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On first down, a run for right. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's right. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. From the gun, here's Tua. I fumbled the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Had they been in a different part of the field, Mike, we're talking about that outcome very differently. He's very fortunate to be outside the numbers where that ball took a friendly bounce and he's saved by it going out of bounds. Now it brings up fourth down. They ultimately decide to keep the offense on the field. They're going to look back on that ball harmlessly going out of bounds as a big moment in this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Well, a big play there and maybe a big break too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Drive will start on the ground, and he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line, a pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll get this out to the left flat. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Third and short. And here is May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Complete to number 2. A gain of 15. And the Patriots first down.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. To throw now, May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. He is in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
This is an interesting decision. Up 7. They're going to try to go for 2 and make it a 2-score game. Here's May. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Dolphins 27.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he will have a Dolphins, and he is going to have the Chargers.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew it was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Throwing again, it's Tua. That's caught by Hill. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. To the air again, Tagovailoa. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A throw on. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
You can see the relief on his face. He gets up and he goes, you know, I got away with one there. I was a little loose with the ball, and fortunately for the ball carrier, he was close enough to the sideline that he gets a friendly bounce. You're not always going to be that lucky. You have to protect the ball at all costs, and it's a little easier to learn that lesson when you get back in the huddle, and fortunately for you, it's still your ball.
Second down and 8. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tua. And try as he might, he will not get back to that line of scrimmage. They will force him out for a loss.
He's holding on to this ball for a while. He's trying to wait for someone to uncover, but eventually he just runs out of time, Mike, and that actually is going to go down as a sack, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 9. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On 3rd and long, here's May. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Tua gonna throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day...
And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Patriots are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only...